Warning. This video is not for minors. The characters used in this e-federation have all given their consent. This material is make-believe and has been rated M for mature. If video game violence offends you, please click out of this video now. 18 and older only. Proceed with caution. Thank you.
Welcome to the post-show address from our private show in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your new Intercontinental Champion, Bostonfan 79v1. Canna! Boston line! Boston line! He's hitting! 1, 2, 3!
Britwiggers Beach Bash is in the history books. And it went down exactly for me the way I needed it to go. And I am very, very gracious. I am so very thankful because last night I had the honor and the privilege to step into the ring with the YTWE 18 plus former World's Heavyweight Champion and now former Intercontinental Champion, but a single first round ballot Hall of Famer, multi-time champion in RantWithJeff. Thank you. I want to say thank you to you, and I want to say thank you to Mr. DeVito. I am so very grateful right now. I wouldn't trade it with Jeff for anything in the world. Because last night, you and I went about, what, 25, 27 minutes in one of the single best matches in YTWE 18 plus history. It was a pure, flat-out wrestling match that nobody can compare us to. RantWithJeff, take nothing away from you. You are the best. You bettered me. And I think I was some really good competition for you. And I stand here before you today, once again, your YTWE 18 plus Intercontinental Champion. And I'm very, very proud of that. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YTWE 18 plus, to the Bostonfan Nation members, I want each and every single person out there to know that I am not going to hide behind this belt. Whatever challenge may come my way, whether it's Krow the Omega, whether it's David Rivera It doesn't matter. Because I will defend this title with everything I've got in my heart, my soul, my guts. And I'm so grateful. Thank you to everybody involved. And even to the naysayers and my haters. And to even my nemesis. Which you know who you are. Be that as it may, by popular opinion, Roburtrage, he is a troll. And right now, he's the face of the company. I might be the franchise player, but he's your YTWE 18 Plus World's Heavyweight Champion.
So proud of that boy, Joe. He worked his bollocks off and he got that belt back.
Exactly right, Mr. D. Bostonfan set out on a mission, on a quest, and it was a happy ending for Bostonfan because he is our new Intercontinental Champion once again.
And what a fucking match, Joe. Easily a match of the year contender. Those guys left nothing at home.
As I said on the night, Mr. D, it was the best Intercontinental Championship match I have ever seen in the YTWE.
Abso-fucking-lutely, Joe. I could not agree with you more. Bostonfan, well done, man. So proud of you. RantWithJeff. Unfortunate for you, but this does leave an opportunity, one which we will discuss later on. But Joe, man, the stuff that went down in that match. I mean, Bostonfan using RantWithJeff's own ramp bomb on him at one point.
And I thought that was it, Mr. D. When Bostonfan hit the ramp bomb on RantWithJeff, I thought that was all she wrote. I thought RantWithJeff was unconscious, and I thought Bostonfan was going to get the victory with that move. But RantWithJeff kicked out and kept fighting back. And it was, as you said, it was a technical masterpiece, Mr. D.
Every single time, yeah, he came back, kicked out, you know, and Bostonfan did the same. RantWithJeff hit that DDT from multiple angles, multiple times. He hit the ramp bomb at least twice. And you know what? Bostonfan kept getting up. Bostonfan, I look forward to seeing what you can do with that championship belt.
And then, Mr. D, we had the World Heavyweight Championship match. And I know you don't want to admit it. You don't even want to say the words that Roburtrage is the new World Heavyweight Champion.
No, I do not want to say that, but I will. I'm not going to do what everyone thinks going to do and just put Enraged XX straight in there with him. Go in there with him myself. I'll explain a bit more in a bit, but Joe, feelings aside, the match itself was something pretty special.
It was a great world title match, Mr. D, and Roburtrage surprised me, as I'm sure he did you, even though you may not want to admit that again, but he surprised myself and he took it to the big man from hell, Uncle from Hell, and he busted him open and he made the big man tap out with the crippler crossface.
He made Uncle say Uncle. He won that world title. I'm not going to say too much right now, Joe. We're going to listen to that piece of shit run his mouth, and then I'll say my piece.
So here I stand, your new YTWE 18 Plus World Heavyweight Champion, and oh yes, it feels good to be World Champion. Uncle from Hell may be a big man, but that big man tapped out. That big man was busted open. You know, I can't quite believe that I'm the World Champion. It's still sinking in for me. But when I heard Uncle's hand tap the canvas, I knew that I finally made it, that I finally became the man, the top dog, the measuring stick in this EFED. And Mr. D, you said that I will not hold this title for no longer than a cup of coffee. Well, it's been 3 days, Mr. D, and I've had plenty of coffee since then, and I'm sure others have too. You know what, Mr. D, you may hate my guts, you may despise my very being, but I know there's that level of respect that even if it's a gnat's penis worth, it's still there, it still exists, and the feeling is more than mutual. I do respect you, I hate your fucking guts, I'd quite happily break your fucking neck and leave you in the middle of the ring. But I do respect you. I respect what you've done and what you continue to do for this EFED. It doesn't matter who it is, whether it's Bostonfan who's stuck in the mid-card, or RantWithJeff, who is arguably the best, apart from me of course, or the Rugged Rebel, or anybody else in between or down below. You will have to pry it from my dead, lifeless hands.
Ooh, what a rush! Roburtrage, it must have been for you, you troll. No longer shall the troll slumber beneath the bridge. No, the troll is at the surface on our land. And troll, I heard somewhere that trolls hate Christian music. Well, I know a man very well that records some excellent Christian music. And troll, this isn't the only man that is coming after you, because I am declaring this open season for the Troll Hunters. That championship will be leaving your dead, lifeless hands very soon.
Well, well, well. Who's the bitch now? What's the matter, imposter? You don't like it when I fight back? Are you not as good with the cutter as I am? This fucking close. This fucking close. From exposing you to the whole world. It was actually wise of you to run. Because when I find you, I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna make you suffer. And when I'm done with you, all of you who doubted me, accused me, and just outright fucking hated me, you're all gonna have to pay. You're going to have to fucking pay!
Krow, I have given you months to sort this out and prove to me that it wasn't you that attacked Vlogger Bob and put him in a coma. I have given you months to sort this out, and all you've proved to me so far with this imposter is that there's a guy running around in a mask that you haven't managed to take off yet. Now, Krow, I don't trust you. You don't trust me. We don't like each other, and that much is understood. But right now, I am saying to you, you better come and see me in private, because we need a serious talk. This needs to end one way or the other. Either I prove it was you, or you prove your innocence.
This is the Wrestling Matters podcast, where we stand up for professional wrestling. but it's autographed by the man himself.
What a main event we had at Britwiggers Beach Bash, the battle royal for the women's championship. Man, those women tore each other apart, and we ended up with a new women's champion. That's right, on that show 3 new champions were crowned, and the third one was Cameo.
What an unbelievable main event. Any woman, any lady could have won this match, Mr. D, but it was Cameo. After months and months, it seemed like, of trying to get back to that spot, and she finally did, and she won her championship back.
Cameo put in the hard work, she put in the graft, and she made it back to that championship. And Cameo, I thank you for everything you do for the YTWE 18+. You are a true treasure here. And Cameo, while I'll say that, I will say this. There are also some other treasures, such as my NANNA MOOZ and Cat, Riley and Joe. They did really well in that battle royal.
Yes, you did, Mr. D, and I could hear the emotion on the night in your voice. You was emotionally invested in that match because obviously you're NANNA MOOZ and Cat Riley, and I know you like all the other ladies as well. But man, you know, you can't argue the fact that Cameo won the match fair and square, and it was a great thing to see, a great moment in the YTWE.
Absolutely top-notch moment on a top-notch show. Professor Britwigger did pretty well. You know, he did a good job with that show. So I'm gonna let him book next Wednesday's Worldwide Wednesday, and on that, like, he's gonna have a fatal 4-way. It's gonna have Gavin Fletcher, Chronic Remorse, Kamikaze, and Levi McIntyre. And on that show, we are also going to see Barney Green take on Real Man Pones.
Well, that's quite an interesting booking, Mr. D, because there's wrestlers that we haven't seen for a long time, if at all, and a lot of the newcomers are being booked as well next week. So that'll be interesting to see what happens next week on Worldwide Wednesday.
Oh yes, it was most certainly a beach bash brought to you by Britwigger, and I do appreciate that, because now we have the winner and the answer to see who will be facing yours truly for the Intercontinental Championship. And it was between Bostonfan and RantWithJeff. It didn't matter between the two, because I know either way I will be taking the Intercontinental Championship. And now we have the answer, and the answer is numero dos, number 2, the rematch between myself, David Rivera, the Instant Classic, and Bostonfan 79v1 for the YTWE Intercontinental Championship match. And that's something I've been wanting since day one. Yes, I might have wanted the tag team titles. It would have been cool to have that with my brother, but that's no more, because it's been more than just about that. So now he's got something that I want, and I'm going to be able to take it away from him no matter what matchup it will be. But I know one thing is for sure, I will be able to prove that I'm more than just a nice guy in YTWE, and I'm more than what people think I am. And I will be able to put the YTWE Intercontinental Championship more on the map and take it to even better heights than it has been before. So, Boston fans, you've already held the Intercontinental Championship career, so it's time to be able to put it on the line and to be able to have it be defended against me, and to be able to show you why I will be, and it will happen, the new YTWE 18+ Intercontinental Champion. And you're looking at him.
Watch me move! What the fuck? What the fuck was that about, Joe? Do you know anything about that, man? You work in production?
No, I don't, Mr. D, but I saw Dark God mucking about the area earlier on today.
Well, it wouldn't fucking surprise me. David, my apologies, mate. Nothing to do with me. That's something to do with Dark God, I think, from what Joe's just said. But David, this Saturday you will get that IC title match against your ex-best friend, Bostonfan.
Britwiggers